Anyways, I'm getting toothbrush ads. Denims, I'm in the ads right now. I just got 2 Oral-B Sonic Care toothbrush. Gum check in chat. Gum check? Dude, I'm kind of getting nervous about my gums. I gotta go brush my teeth after this. I'm worried about my teeth, man. Ah, they're listening. All right. First, Sneeko was unbanned and now Fresh and Fit. It seems intentional, like they're unbanning all their biggest anti Semitic streamers while simultaneously allowing terrorist propaganda. What the fuck is happening over there? I mean, I don't understand why Fresh and Fit, I'm not going to lie, is unbanned or why Sneeko is unbanned. I don't think that this is an anti Semitic conspiracy theory. I think that Twitch recognizes that in order to compete with YouTube, it has to allow insane people to some degree. Because a lot of YouTube and a lot of the decisions made at YouTube are just like any other corporations based around money and clicks and views. And the more videos you get that get negative traction, the better for the platform. I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch is holding the same opinion or the same view. And then they give people the 2-week timeout slap on the wrist. Because, you know, the ratings, bro. Also, if he's upset at Twitch for these unbans, why is he still doing reruns of his past shows on Twitch 24/7? Oh yeah, oh yeah, reruns are now not allowed on Twitch anymore. Also, no one tell him which community has been vocal against those bans. Hey, are you suggesting that leftists think that these guys should be banned? You've got to be lying. You're clearly a liar. No, everybody knows that Hamas Abi fans love anti-Semitism. It's true. Ethan Klein told me so. Oh, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the gift. All right. Let's keep going. Reruns not being allowed on Twitch is anti-Semitic. Ethan probably. Okay, and then that's it. That was everything that he posted on his story. And I guess that was like yesterday was the straw that broke the camel's back because I think Hasan, rightfully so, I think has been like avoiding talking about it because it's just like I would imagine if I was Hasan, I would be like depressed about it. I'd be like, damn man. I really like told my whole audience that you were savable and that you were cool and I've spent so much time defending you and trying to get people to like you and then you're just gonna like burn me and say that I'm a fucking terrorist sympathizer. Okay, man. I know it's an outdated term, but I think Ethan is unironically being hysterical. Yeah. Oh yeah. When did Ethan's anti-Hasan Instagram posting start? After North Star Radio made his video on why he thinks leftovers ended. I think that video broke Ethan Klein and then he started losing it.
On people, you know, regulars as we call them, my neighbors, you know, people who complained about like noise.
I think it's also sad because Hassan has been trying to do his best to advocate for free Palestine. Now he has to split his focus on this dumb drama. He don't want to talk about it, but he keeps getting asked about the Yemeni kid and he finally broken jurisdiction. Yeah, please. I just want to say really quickly, okay, guys, anyone here who's having fun and enjoying watching the Ethan Klein meltdown and shit show, all right, or at the very least, even just like mourning it because you used to be a fan. Don't go to Hassan's chat and like bother him about this, okay? If a streamer is choosing not to talk about something, it's because they don't want to talk about it, because they don't want to waste their energy or time on it, or because it's fucking depressing. It's like your friend who you've tried. Imagine being in like Hassan's position in this instance, right? Your friend who you've tried so hard to defend, and you've tried so hard to help, and you've tried so hard to like show them why people are upset. And then they just go ahead and say, honestly, you defend terrorists, and I'm surprised Twitch allows you to be unbanned. And then a bunch of people come in your chat and say, like, hey, 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 hey. Are you going to talk about this? Are you going to talk about this? Are you going to talk about this? Don't do that. Don't do that. If someone's covering it, yeah, fucking go crazy, have fun. But like if someone is choosing not to cover it, they're choosing not to cover it because it's fucking depressing and they don't want to. So don't tap the glass on that front. I don't want anyone to see me doing this and taking joy and pleasure out of this. And assume that other people maybe want to cover this stuff, right? Is he even streaming today? His computer literally committed seppuku last night. It's because he covered the the Ethan Klein stuff. His computer was like, I can't take it anymore. Fucking put me out of my misery. Cracky, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Thanks. Also, it's such a it's turning such a genuinely horrible thing, Gaza genocide, into online drama. Yep. Even if it has important topics of discussion, anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. Yep. Steal lives. All right.
And stuff like those types of people. When I've done that, you know, I leave no trace. I wouldn't be streaming it every day.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? If you were doing that, you would be collaborating with the bald guy, their greatest enemy.
Who's the bald guy?
Oh my
the bald guy?
No, the bald guy. The bald guy. Oh my God. We may have to watch
Sorry,
him.
really quickly. I saw this clip while we're watching this. I saw this clip. I think he might have deleted this Instagram story, by the way.
It's like,
this was from this morning. This was from like an hour ago, which is weird because when I went to his story, it wasn't there. So he might have removed it. I think he might have actually. The context was wrong. He doesn't want that smoke. Sorry. I'm following e-girls. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, okay? All right. Yes, I support women. All right? Okay? What about it? Caught. Is this how Asmongold felt? Fuck. Just play it off like nothing happened. No. So anyway, that's not it. That's not what I was looking for. I was just looking for the I wasn't looking for that. Okay, anyway, so there was this clip that was on his Instagram story at one point, which this was yesterday. I think this was yesterday. So I think it actually just got taken down. He didn't delete.
Oh, you want to make it so Israel isn't a Jewish homeland? Where is my wife who lives with me in Beverly Hills, in California? Where's she gonna go? In the garbage? In the toilet? Do you just want to kill her?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she's gonna go where she is now, which is not Israel.
Yeah, this is
like, oh, you want to make it so Israel isn't a Jewish.
Which I just have to say, this is clearly one of those evil Jewish people, the bad ones. You can tell because he's being mean to the good Jewish people, Ethan Klein. Sweeps, thank you for the 22 months. Oh my God. Ethan Klein posted on this saying, this is actually vile, embarrassing trash. My wife is an American citizen. I'm not worried about her. 80% of Israelis were born there and literally have nowhere to go. You better figure that out if you actually want peace instead of telling them to just go somewhere else. My brother in Christ, dude, how dare you bring up not being able to go somewhere else when Gaza literally doesn't have a fucking airport and checkpoints are literally closed. That's fucking crazy to me, dude. Okay, anyways. Also, yeah, you don't really want that Felix smoke, I'm gonna be real. Okay, so then they bring up this.
Any Jews good at law stuff anymore? Like, what the fuck? I shouldn't say that, especially today.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, how the fuck do you... Oh, yeah, when fucking... Who was the guy who interviewed Bin Laden in the late 90s? Mike Wallace? Or some fucking guy? Some 60 Minutes
Also,
guy.
the best part about it was that Felix wasn't even talking about Hila. Wait, really? That's insane. Oh my God, dude. That is the pure victim mentality. Mwah.
Guy. Yeah,
No
after that,
words.
CBS
No
was on the hook
words.
for 9/11. You know?
If that's true,
Come on.
Yeah, but the thing that I was gonna say that's like crazy is that because everyone is online all the fucking time, you literally have a dude
Oh,
who's
thank you for the
19
46
fucking
months.
years old, okay, living in Yemen.
I don't know if that's true. No, he was. Oh, okay, okay. Well, if he was, it was really funny. And if he wasn't, it's still really funny. Baloney Tony, think of the 34 months.
One of the poorest, if not literally the poorest country on the planet that withstood a genocide that American munitions caused by way of the UAE and Saudi Arabia not that long ago, okay? And me humanizing the victim of said genocide is actually, or giving them like a normal interview at a time when everyone is like screaming bloody murder about killing everyone in the region. This is like, it's a wild thing to have that dude see this statement from Ethan. I know, you know, an adult man. I know you guys don't like me talking about Hasan, and all I appreciate that there's a lot of crossover. I'm grateful for those of you that are able to watch us both. It's impossible for me to ignore that the majority of these people are coming from his community. It's something that he and his audience refuse to reckon with. Hasan's whitewashing of that Houthi kid who said he wants to spear all Zionists to death was frankly disgusting. I don't give a fuck that he's seen an episode of One Piece. I'd like to know why he's hanging out with a boat captain of a Chinese cargo vessel, aka a hostage.
Oh, he was furious when he was writing that. This makes no sense.
And as more info has come out about this kid being a terrorist affiliate and being anti-Semitic, lots more examples. Hasan has refused to disavow him. The opposite, actually. He continues to prop him up. Rashid al-Haddad responds to this from Yemen. I did not mean the Jews, but the Zionists. Do not confuse everyone. I respect every Muslim Jew who stands for the truth.
That's
and
awesome.
I will do everything I can to protect him. I think he meant Muslim or Jew.
Yeah. But yeah, like
this dude learned English from literally like reading Twitter. Okay.
Yeah. Learned English from reading Twitter while like Saudis were fucking triple tapping funerals for like he's 19 years old, right?
Yeah.
That's about, yeah. For, yeah, like,
Yeah, this should, sorry, yeah, ESL problems. Yeah. Yeah.
nearly half his life, Yemen was just probably the most horrific like aerial bombardment campaign, at least one of them in the region at the time.
Also, on this topic, on the topic of interviewing this kid who literally said, I don't mean Jews, I mean Zionists. That's what I mean. Besides showing the Norm Finkelstein clip where he talks about how, you know, basically perfect victims and all that other stuff. Maybe we can watch it again for people who didn't get a chance to see it. You know, it's bad when like even the fucking Majority Report people are like defending, not, you know, it's bad. You should know that you're on the wrong side, Ethan, when even the people at the Majority Report, your friends, are disagreeing with you. Oh, Hasan watches it on his stream. Does he actually? Wait. I don't know when he does, so I'll just play it right now, and if he watches it again, we'll just...
Frog says, FYI, Hasan has been doing worse than apologia for groups like Hezbollah and Houthis in his reaction to Zionism. I mean, I don't know what he said.
Did Majority Report gang talk about Ethan Klein's fallout? No. They're just talking about this, which they're only talking about Hasan. They're not talking about Ethan Klein at all. They have people in their chat saying, "Oh, Hasan is doing terrorism. He's doing terrorism denial. He's defending terrorism." That's all that's the only context that they're getting.
Bullprog says, FYI, Hasan has been doing worse than apologia for groups like Hezbollah and Houthis in his reaction to Zionism. I mean, I don't know what he said, but I really don't care. To be honest, I find the like safe, cozy, rich white people in America picking apart the ideology of resistance groups.
Yep.
There's nothing to me that makes me want to like scream more. It's the height of privilege, and it's just such Western chauvinism. So I support Hasan 100%. I think it's great that he had that Houthi kid on back in the day, and we should be understanding more why Houthis, Hezbollah, all of these folks are resisting.
Yes,
and honestly, I'm like. That's what Klein is like. What he was saying there too, Ezra Klein. Like this, just like reflexive characterization of Palestinians or Arabs as just savages is disgusting, and it's widespread and shared on the Democratic and Republican side. And liberal Zionists are going to have to confront their own racism. They're unwilling to. You saw that in the Ezra Klein clip. But these are resistance groups, and
dude. I fucking love Emma, dude. If Emma has 1 million fans, I am one of them. If Emma has 1,000 fans, I am one of them. If Emma has 1 fan, it is me. If Emma has no fans, know that I have died.
Picking apart what they believe. I mean, it's just, it's
as if it hasn't been massively influenced by the colonial, divide and conquer
propped
strategy.
up religious fundamentalist groups in the region for that very reason, so it could make it easier for people. And like, I love bullprog. I mean, I'm not trying to pick on you, but it's just like,
but this is frustrating. And
I disagree with the criticism of Hasan very strongly on
and
this
the
front.
smearing of people on this front as terrorist sympathetic, as opposed to just fucking mature. I'm sorry, I love bullprog too, but like this sort of thing that's going around, especially when fucking supporters of Israel want to talk about policing other people's ideology. Nah, fuck off.
Yeah.
I also think mainstream media has been interviewing literal like terrorist groups for decades, because that's what journalism is. You talk to all sides to understand the complete story, and then you report it. It doesn't mean you're supportive of everything or anything they do, but that's what you do. And I mean, the only thing I think of is that Hasan interviewed that young Houthi guy. That's
I don't
all.
think he was technically even Houthi, but like young Yemeni pirate sort of chap. And people want him, I think, because of the Asman Gold thing, which I also didn't follow. People thought, well, what?
I'm sorry. Asman Gold. I'm calling him Asman. I love it. Love it. Mwah. Ass man. Excuse you? He's a boob man. The disrespect around here is unbelievable.
It doesn't mean you're supportive of everything or anything they do, but that's what you do. And I mean, the only thing I think of is
he's using his Muslim name.
Hasan interviewed that young Houthi guy.
That's all. He was technically even Houthi, but like young Yemeni pirate sort of chap. And people want him, I think, because of the Asman Gold thing, which I also didn't follow. People thought, well, let's go back and ban Hasan for that. And I would just say, whoever's at Twitch making that decision not to take action against Hasan, great job. A real, like, that's how it should be worked, is the employees that know better and make these decisions. But yeah, it's horrible.
I also just think, just one last thing, that a lot of times this position that it's apologia is just, for me, an example of how the West is always looking to justify its own atrocities, because what it's oftentimes called apologia are just like the cause and effect of why things happened, like the actual context for why these groups exist and what they're doing, and not a justification for that, but it's automatically taken as a justification for it, because when you provide context for, like, when this kind of context is
it's also, I mean, to build on this statement really quickly, when Ethan Klein was talking about the Houthis, he literally said, look, here they are taking hostages and taking over different boats, and here they are doing terrorist things. Here they are. Oh, Lana, hi. Thank you for the tier 1. Here they are just being terrorists because who knows why they're doing it? Who knows why they would ever do such terrorist things? Ethan Klein, of course, then follows it up with, they're doing it because they're evil. These Houthis, they're doing what they're doing, and they're engaging this pirate behavior because they're evil. That's why they're doing it. Which is just like, you're so fucking stupid to actually think that. I'm sorry, dude. That's not how the world works. People aren't actually like pure evil. People usually have motivations for why they do bad things. Okay? And we should want to understand that to cause or to stop it from happening. We should want to understand the cause of why people do what they do so we can stop it from happening. VCBK, thank you so much for the prime. So it's actually a very childish view. It is an absolutely childish view. It's the type of people that are like, the terrorists hate us because they hate our freedoms. It's like, you're so fucking stupid, dude. If you think it's that cut and dry, like, I have a bridge to fucking sell you, man. Christ. Insanity. It's just insanity. Their evil leads to its cultural, leads to its genetic. I mean, we're not even going to go through that fucking dialogue, but yes. Correct. You mean life isn't a Marvel movie? What? No way. Well, I have a bridge that says analysis is justification. Also, the belief in good and evil is a fundamental liberal idea, IMO, devoid of historical analysis in many material contexts. I mean, these are the same people who are like, I'm sorry, but it's literally just Black culture just makes them violent. That's how it is. I'm not racist. I'm just saying it how it is. It's like, hear me out. Maybe crazy idea. When you impoverish a group of people, redline their district, prevent them from getting jobs, prevent them from getting loans for homes, when you consistently underfund their schools and overpolice their neighborhoods, and then absolutely gut any social programs that might help, people tend to do crime to make ends meet because they need food, shelter, and water to survive. And hear me out, crazy idea. If we just gave people the things that they needed, they wouldn't do bad things. Crazy, I know, insane. But usually people don't just like do armed robbery for fun. Just crazy idea. Crazy, I know. What is that, communism? Material conditions, what? No. That's not true. That doesn't line up with my eugenics. I mean, claims about how everything is anti-Semitic against me, okay? It's just fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. If you genuinely have no understanding of why the Houthi pirates or whatever are committing the crimes that they're committing, maybe you should do a little bit more analysis, and maybe you should be the person listening to these fucking interviews. Since you clearly don't understand. If you unironically ever look at a group of people and think, oh, they're being evil just because they're evil, you don't understand. You literally don't understand what's happening. And you should spend more time trying to understand it. Because even like people like Elon Musk or like Jeff Bezos.
Quick.
Do they do evil
Someone
shit?
grab me an ice pick. The woman on screen has gone hysterical. She's talking nonsense. We must perform a lobotomy.
Honestly, I kind of need a lobotomy after watching all this shit. Even like people like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or whatever, right? Yeah, you can be simple and say like, oh, they're doing it because they're evil. But no, they're doing it because they love money more than anything else, more than human lives. And the way they see it is, if they're allowed to continue to do crimes, and as long as the punishment is just a small little fine for them, they're down to do it. And maybe instead of just, hey, they're evil, we should do something to stop them from accumulating insane amounts of wealth. If we know why they're going to do the thing they're going to do, to collect and gather as much wealth as possible like they're fucking dragons, how about we work towards stopping that? How about we make it so that if you have over $100 million, adjusted with inflation over time, you get fined at or you get taxed at 90%. Any additional income past $100 million in wealth, you get a 90% tax on all of that shit. Wow, what a notion. Whoa. What are you, communistic, dude? It's just very silly. It's frustrating because the kid they're constantly attacking isn't even a Houthi. It's like a continuous cycle of misplaced finger pointing. He said He said it, the Houthis steal from mainly African ships and they don't target Israel. Is that true at all? So I'm not knowledgeable on this. I mean, from my understanding, they generally don't target Israeli ships. Also, I have a friend that says they were just attacking ships before Gaza and now they're just taking advantage of it as an excuse to attack ships. I mean, it's almost like things were happening before October 7th. And October 7th is kind of exacerbating all the issues in the area, right? What is this? What is this, Naomi? If Marvel movies were realistic.
Mr. President. What is it? Green Goblin is attacking New York City.
What?
He's causing mass destruction right now. Should we alert Spider-Man?
No! Send $50 billion to Israel right now!
Mr. President.
What is it?
Green Goblin is attacking New York City.
What?
He's causing mass destruction right now. Should we alert Spider-Man?
No! Send $50 billion to Israel right now!
Another the Patrick meme. Another 20 trillion to Israel. Kids are gonna be okay. Tax the rich. How are they gonna afford their $100 million yachts? You're right. I changed my mind. Fundamental attribution error. We do things because of contextual reasons. They do things because of their inherent nature. Yep. Ethan's always been emotional, but it never really mattered prior because he's never really been into politics. And moment he entered political commentary realm, it was over. He's super thin-skinned, always has been. Yep. Totally agree. The thing that's frustrating is it's just like there's a lot of people like Asmongold, like Ethan Klein, who they see other people talking about politics and they assume, oh, well, they didn't do any research on any of the things that they talked about. They are not careful with their words. They probably just say whatever they want to say. I can do that. And then they do it and they're like, why is everyone so mad at me? It must be anti-Semitism. It's like, okay, man. All right, man. For sure, man. For sure. Yeah. And I'm going to watch like Hikaru play chess and then I'm going to go play chess and be like, unbelievable. I'm losing my games. This is a conspiracy, obviously. Did you guys know chess.com is Islamophobic? Yeah. They're making me make bad moves. It's fucking stupid. It is so dumb. Oh my God. Oh. Coletti, thank you so much for the 14 months. Moonies, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. They believe Hasan when he calls himself a dumb himbo. I mean, it's straight up like some Socrates shit, right? Like, you have to be okay with knowing that you're going to get stuff wrong and that you're not going to be right all the time, and that's okay. I mean, I talk about it all the time. I am sometimes wrong. I know, shocking. I know. Yeah. But there's this cool thing called being normal. And when you find out you're wrong, you listen to the people who are claiming that you're wrong and you look at their sources and then you change your mind. And you say, oh, I didn't know that information. Thank you for posting it. Cool. That's it. It's actually really cool. You can actually just be normal, actually. I know. Right? That's crazy. They just don't ever have to feel the consequence of politics, so it's just cultural commentary to them where their feelings and opinions inherently matter more than facts. Yeah. And I've said it before, but like also I think a big part of it is like people's audiences embolden them. And I think this happens a lot more with like well-off men online. I think it's more likely to happen to them. But like IDEPS has talked about this a little bit, that before he made his shift to the left and before he publicly explained like why he stopped making content and like why he had to take a step away from all the shit that he was doing, he talked about how he thought he was right because he had millions of people constantly watching his videos telling him he's based. And when you have that, it like breaks your brain a little because you're like, well, how can I be wrong when all these people think I'm based. And if that happens long enough, you just get more and more and more extreme. And you're not willing to, and then you become less and less likely to listen to criticism. And I think that's what happens to, or what has happened right now, and what is happening right now with Ethan Klein. And I think it's what happened with Asmongold, where it's like, oh, I'm just becoming more and more like hateful and more of an asshole. Huh. That's actually, this sucks. I wish Ethan would just stop making this content. What's the point if you're just yelling at old friends of yours? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. This guy responded to Ethan Klein in like a video. Wait, I want to see this.
شوف هذا التغريدة. هذا بالإنجليزي. شوف ماذا قال. عشان إحنا واقفين مع الأطفال.
Sorry, let me read the Oh, thank you, Griff Dog. Classic. You know what this is, guys? This is anti-Semitism. I was listening to this guy speaking Arabic and understanding, and I forgot that not everyone speaks Arabic. Classic anti-Semitism. What is this picture? Dude, this reminds me of like the photos that people make of JD Vance. Have you guys seen what I'm talking about? I think that's a real picture. I can't tell if this is the real one or the Photoshop one. But the JD Vance photo. Welcome back. You have unsaved changes. Continue editing. Sorry. Okay. All right. Back to the... Oh my God, we didn't finish this majority report clip. Sorry. I'm going to stop sunlocking, but let's just watch this. He says, check out this tweet. This is in English. See what he said. And then he posts the, I guess, like, translation in Arabic. He says, because we're standing with the children, with Palestinian children, that means that we're terrorists. And because Hasan did the American interview with me, this person who posted this tweet, this child came from the Stone Age. And I'm going to tell you, damn you. Damn, dude. Oh my God. I'm not going to lie. It hit even harder in Arabic. It hit even harder in Arabic. I'm not going to lie. Can you post a link to this? Of course. Yeah. Drag his ass. طفل. He put some emphasis on that. Oh my God. طفل is like a child. This fucking child from the fucking Stone Age has the audacity to post this stupid shit is basically the vibe. Shit, dude, this is so funny, dude. This is so funny. Oh God. Look, in before Ethan Klein, I'm literally the victim of a terrorist hate crime against Jewish people. Look at this violence. Give it like 5 minutes, since the guy is terminally online and is okay with foregoing sleep to make sure he catches every post about him every second of every day. Okay, on the topic of that Yemeni kid, let's finish up this majority report clip. Basically just talking about how people's material conditions are important, and you can't just look at what people say and make whatever extrapolations you want to make. You have to recognize that people exist in a society, and you didn't just fall out of a fucking coconut tree. So, yeah, I wanted to watch this. And again, analysis is not justification.
I also just think just one last thing that a lot of times this position that it's apologia is just for me an example of how the West is always looking to justify its own atrocities, because what it's oftentimes called apologia are just like the cause and effect of why things happened, like the actual context for why these groups exist and what they're doing, and not a justification for that, but it's automatically taken as a justification for it, because when you provide context for, like when this kind of context is provided for Western atrocities, like I said earlier, it's usually meant to absolve them of it. It's usually meant to go like, oh, you see, well, yeah, we killed all of the Native Americans here, you know, using smallpox blankets, but it was for X, Y, and Z reason to establish like a Western democracy for, you know, to be a shining city on a hill. And I won't say it's good, but I'll just provide that context and let you determine whether or not you think it's good or not. And but with a strong hint that it is. And so when you provide context for, you know, why people don't like the West, why people might do 9/11, why people might do an October 7th, what are the actual historical and material conditions that led to these things, people see it also like, oh, you're in favor of it. Because when they do it about the US, even if they say sometimes ostensibly that they're not, they are they are trying to justify what the US is. They are trying to justify what Israel is doing. And so, you know, they assume everyone is doing that back to them. It's just projection.
Right. 100%.
And I think one of the most important things that was said just now is the fact that when you are constantly talking about the bigotry or racism or whatever that is felt or expressed by people under occupation, you are sorry, if you do that and if you bring that up without additional context, you are absolving Israel of its sins. I want to play the Norm Finkelstein clip one more time. Wait, does anyone have it? Because I actually don't have it on hand. Because I want to show it to people, to show someone who actually has studied the conflict, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, for their entire life. He says it a lot better than I can. But the gist being, you can't look at Jews during Nazi Germany and say, can you believe that some of these Jews hate Germans? Were there Germans that tried to help Jewish people escape? Of course. Were there Germans that were complicit with the suffering of Jewish people? Yes, also true. Is it wrong for those Jewish people to hate all Germans? Of course that would be wrong. But isn't it kind of wasted breath and wasted effort and wasted time to talk about that rather than, I don't know, the persecution of these Jewish people by this state? No, what is this? What is this clip you sent? He's gooning the pathway to fascism. Is this actual timestamp or are you trolling me? Who sent this? Rad Skull. I think it was this one. Here it is. Like I said, I think Norm explains it much better than I can.
Part of their charter or some official document of theirs says curse the Jews.
I don't get hot under the collar about those things, and not because I'm giving people a pass. Israel describes itself as a state of the Jewish people.
Right.
What do you expect these people to do? Have they ever met a Jew who was nice to them? I doubt it. And I remember my father, for him, my mother, every German was a Nazi. That they didn't meet other Germans. And so the Houthis, all they see of Jews is what Israel is doing to Gaza, Israel is doing to Lebanon, Israel is doing here, Israel is doing there. I can't get excited about that. It's not because I give a pass to anti-Semitism. It's because you have to look at the context.
Of course.
And I understood where my father's coming from, and I'm not going to hold somebody else to a more stringent standard than I held my own parents.
Part of their...
Obrigado, thank you so much for the gift up to Acid Communist. Thank you. Oh, hi, Acid Communist. Welcome. I don't know if you're here or not, but thank you for gifting it to them, if they are here.